Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus.
Yo, what's up, cadets? It's Blue Nova. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to get your vocal quality to sound like Don Toliver in his new song, Bandit. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. If you wanna jump into getting the vocal preset, it's available with the link in the description and also the top of the comments. Here's a preview of what we're gonna get today.
Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit. You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's money to sunny. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money.
Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is apply Autotune onto the vocal. For this specific vocal style, I kept the Autotune retune speed around 6.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Alright, now we're gonna walk through the actual lead vocal chain. The first thing we wanna do is remove some noise from the vocal, so we're gonna start off using the NS1.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Next up, we're gonna do is use an REQ6 to do some subtractive EQing. We're doing this to roll off any bad frequencies in the vocals and also take away that low-end muddiness.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Next up, we're gonna use a Portec EQ P1A in order to get some of that brightness and clarity from the vocal.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
After that, we're gonna use a CLA2A to add some compression.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Next up, we're gonna use an F6 RTA to do some subtractive EQ and also roll off some more of that low end.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Next up, we have the Escher to tame some of those harsh sibilants passing through.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
After that, we're gonna use a C4 to add some multi-band compression onto the vocal.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Then the very last thing is adding the RVox. The RVox is gonna help compress the vocal and get that fullness and consistency.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Alright, cool. Now, after we have our lead vocal chain processing, we wanna send that into an insert where we're gonna have our modulation effects. These are the closest settings I can create to sound similar like Don Toliver in the song. First thing we're gonna start off with in this modulation effects is an R-verb. Here's what it sounds like.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
After that, we're gonna add a doubler 4. This is gonna help to stereoize the width of the vocals.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
And the very last thing is adding an H delay. I noticed that Don Toliver had this very quick delay signal and also it panning left and right in a ping pong effect. So the H delay is gonna help us accomplish that same style.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. While my house look like Army Plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz.
Alright, cool. Now we're gonna focus on this first ad-lib set that starts in the beginning of the song. Here's what it sounds like.
Rocky, Rocky. Radio.
So what we wanna do is copy the same lead vocal that we had before and then send that into an insert where we're gonna have all those modulation effects. The first thing we're gonna start off with in the modulation effects for the ad-libs is the Manny M distortion.
Rocky. Radio.
After that, we're gonna flood out those ad-libs with some reverb.
Rocky. Radio.
After that, we're gonna add a doubler 4 to stereoize those ad-libs.
Rocky. Radio.
Then we're gonna come in with a 1/4 delay using H delay.
Rocky. Radio.
Then the very last thing is adding REQ6. What I noticed is that Don Toliver's ad-libs had this filtered sound, so we're using the REQ to roll off those lows and highs.
Rocky. Radio.
Now we're gonna focus on the other set of ad-libs when he's saying the ad-lib bust it. Here's what it sounds like.
Bust it.
As mentioned before, copy the same lead vocal preset we had before, and then we're gonna send that into an insert where these modulation effects will be applied. The first thing on that list is using a doubler 4 to stereo-wise the vocal.
Bust it.
Next up, we're gonna use an R-verb to add some reverb onto the vocal.
Bust it.
After that, we're gonna apply an H delay.
Bust it.
Now, the very last thing is adding a mondo mod. I noticed that Don Toliver's ad-libs had this panning effect going on, so we use a mondo mod to replicate that same sound.
Bust it.
Now, hearing everything in context with the instrumental, here's the final product.
I do damage. Can't stand it. Psycho bandit. Like Marilyn Manson. Gotta cash advances. Get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry.
But that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, go ahead and put a thumbs up on this video. As I mentioned before, the vocal preset is available with the link in the description and also the top of the comments. Put in the comment section what you all want to see next. But that's all. I'll catch everyone on the next video. Keep making music.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. Rocky. While my house look like Army Plus. Radio. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage. Can't stand it. Psycho bandit. Like Marilyn Manson. Gotta cash advances. Get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry. Take a sip and I'm dancing. She pop like a plan B. Oh, she lit like a candle. Boot it up in a car seat. Hold a nigga for ransom. Want a back, better call me. It's whatever, I'm geek. Bout to punch out a party. You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and it ain't nothing funny. I from the side and I keep that coming. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep the bit dummy.